What's up, everybody? So this came down the pipe this week.
Guess again, sunshine.
Embracer Group is shuttering one of its studios, Campfire Cabal, in an effort to cut costs, and the main cause seems to be a $2 billion deal that fell through. But we're going to get into more on that later. Let's get into casual bites. So we all know the best way to get someone to watch your show. Call them stupid and unable to grasp complex and nuanced subject matter. It seems to be working wonders for the Witcher series.
Fuck.
That's right. On top of everything they've done to torpedo this series, at long last, they've reached their final form.
This planet!
Tomek, or Tomasz Baginski, he's a producer on The Witcher. He had this to say during an interview with the Polish outlet Remakes. And just a quick note, this was translated by Redanian Intelligence. They're a fantastic outlet. Check them out. When a series is made for a huge mass of viewers with different experiences from different parts of the world, and a large part of them are Americans, these simplifications not only make sense, they are necessary. It's painful for us and for me too, but the higher level of nuance and complexity will have a smaller range. It won't reach people. Sometimes it may go too far, but we have to make these decisions and accept them.
Well, that's sort of a stupid thing to say, isn't it?
The Witcher novel series has sold more than 33 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 20 languages. And the games have sold more than 75 million copies. Statistically, there has to be more than a few Americans, right? But where Netflix and their expert team have missed the easiest layup in all of media.
You blew it! You had it all and you blew it!
It looks like Andrzej Sapkowski has come in for the rebound. Reportedly, Sapkowski is writing another entry into the Witcher series. So everyone left hungry from this Witcher show, they now get to eat really well. Next up, I know everyone has seen this clip making the rounds.
Everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
Well, the internet found her, which is equal parts impressive and scary. Turns out she's a well-adjusted person when she's not on planes, apparently, staying in a $2 million home in a very desirable neighborhood and in an executive position at a very desirable job. She's really hitting all the marks of an ultra-successful businesswoman. So why in the world would she make such a spectacle of herself in this clip? So it looks like we'll never know if it was maybe medically induced or she was having some kind of psychotic break. I wouldn't imagine she's ecstatic about talking to the press about the situation, especially after her life's been thumbed through by the internet, which is admittedly really gross. I want to send some good vibes out to her just because I know that she's going through something. Next, how do you save a spiraling company that built their name and wealth on family-friendly content and settle into making less interesting, less inventive, and less magical copies of their originals? You obviously keep making the less interesting, less inventive, and less magical copies. As people are absolutely souring on Disney's live-action remakes, they are doubling, tripling, and even quadrupling down on live-action remakes. In their defense, they do have new and interesting ideas coming for future releases, but it's either so far down the line that it doesn't matter in people's minds, or the remake gets cover-to-cover promotion and it's really become synonymous with the Disney brand. No wonder rumors about Bob Iger putting a for sale sign on Disney are so hot right now. A lot of us grew up on that Disney magic and wanted to pass that legacy on to our kids. Somewhere along the line, they lost their way, and we actually might see that magic extinguished in our lifetime.
Whoa, is my hair out?
Well, that didn't go exactly according to plan.
Even though Rockstar completely dropped the ball with the Red Dead Redemption original remaster that turned out to be just a port, a fan of the series has done some major lifting for them, hosting an event that adds a deeper layer of immersion. It literally gets gamers to go outside and touch grass. Kenny Palco, who makes props and weapons, even this beauty he developed for Sony, put this event together where fans of the game could come participate in events and even meeting the very talented voices behind the beloved characters. This is what we call an S-tier human, and he deserves a huge, huge thank you from Rockstar and Take-Two. If the internet has taught me anything, it's that the best way to get someone to do what you ask them to do is to bully and threaten them. Unfortunately, this seems to be the rule and not the exception. Development chief Kazuhiro Harada is being threatened to add Eddie Gordo to the Tekken 8 roster. Now, as productive as this is, he's responded in the best way possible. Quote, when people make these silly threats, I and everyone at FGC, fighting game community, suffer the following losses. 1. Event operators overreact and increase security, which increases costs and the burden on players. Harada said in some cases his attendance at events may end up being cancelled. 2. Company bosses respond to these sorts of threats by asking Harada to cancel inclusion in the game, which relates to the inclusion of certain characters in Tekken, such as Eddie. And 3. If the person making the threat uses the word we instead of I, the probability of the first 2 points becoming a reality increases. By enthusiasts behaving excessively, repeating these words and actions, or fake information and hoaxes or threats, the motivation of the development staff will decrease rapidly, and as a result, the requests of enthusiasts will be far from being realized, Harada said. Now, he definitely dropped the hammer, but he's certainly speaking facts. If you love these games, and I do, let these people cook, as the youth would say. And if your factory settings think something like this is okay or right, that's a clear sign that you don't have nearly enough fulfillment in your life.
Have you seen Dick Harper's of Tool.com?
You're gonna love it. This is Dynamite. Check this out. I don't know where you're getting your
Now, like a lot of industries that are tightening their belts right now, the gaming industry doesn't seem to be an exception to this. The industry saw a 26% expansion during the years 2019 to 21 because of the lockdowns and people staying at home more. And Ember, along with other companies, saw this influx of cash as an opportunity to go on a bit of a shopping spree.
How did I spend that much money?
And now, with the economy sputtering and inflation reaching out and touching nearly everyone, it's no surprise that regular people in industries alike aren't able to weather this storm. It looks like Ember is going through a restructuring program right now, not to mention this $2 billion mystery deal that fell through. If their demise was coming, it certainly quickened it. However, there's really good news on the horizon. It looks like the industry is clawing its way back. Unfortunately, there have been casualties along the way, and hopefully Embracer Group won't be part of it. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next Sunday. And in the meantime, keep it casual. Peace.